Gonna wait just a bit while people roll on in. If you're watching the video on demand after the broadcast and you're just here for the gameplay footage, the way this show works is we have a bit of a Q&A at the beginning of the program, and then we start the game about an hour later. So if you just want to see some gameplay footage, skip ahead about an hour. That's when it starts. But for now, welcome to the Q&A. Trying a new brand of cigar today. This one is called Pure Mayhem, and I got it because it's got a giant ox on the cover of it. So far, so good. Not the best, but they're all right. They were reasonably priced, though. So I have been experiencing some crazy computer problems all week. I think things have more or less stabilized, but sadly enough, the one game that's giving me the most problems is Oblivion. Though I don't think it's their fault. I think it's my computer's fault. I just think it has a gremlin in the machine. At any rate, I've got it working, at least the last time I tested, so we're going to try to play some Oblivion. If it doesn't work for some reason, then we'll probably just switch to Doom, because, I kind of like to step back into Doom again. But yeah, we're going to try with Oblivion. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and Twitch. Good to see everybody on Twitch today. Megabort86. I'm still G-Snap. Good to see everyone on Facebook today. Robin Woodle, Alicia Wolf, Toby Noble. Good to see you, James McCage. And of course, great to see all of the regulars and the members and the Patreon supporters on YouTube today. John DeGM Baradino, Fanboy AR, Jeff Day, Andre 300, Greg Hinojos, Jersey. And it's Greg Williams with the first super chat of the day saying, "Hey Ox, glad to see ya. Also watched your Fallout 76 video with you becoming a ghoul. Pretty good. What did you think? Also loved your hick voice." Thanks, I guess. The voice acting for much of the DLC content for Fallout 76 has been hit or miss. We noticed this when we went in with Wastelanders, and some of the characters there were just a bit over the top. With this particular update, the Ghoul Within, there were so many characters where their voices were just way, way over the top. You had the Hick character whose aid we came to help. We came to his aid. He had this really thick Appalachian accent. It was cartoonish. It was so funny. I mean, he even said, "Boy, howdy, y'all." Like it was so ridiculous. Like I can't even think like real people from Appalachia don't speak that way, right? It's so stereotypical. And I just had to, I couldn't believe what I was listening to, so I had to kind of go with it a little bit at the beginning. But it wasn't just him. It was a couple of others. Parthenia was just insane. Like, I don't think it was the voice actress. I think it was the script, just the kind of things she had to say and the sort of nervous, high-pitched energy that she relayed to the role. I mean, she's got an interesting backstory, especially once we learn about how she got to the silo and what happened with her father and all of that. But, I mean, even people without mothers realize that you can't bottle and use mother's love as a scientific experiment, which is something she actually says seriously, not even joking, during the course of that. It's just so ridiculous. And then Asher, the voice of Asher, man, wasn't he dark? Wasn't he just super serious about absolutely everything? It was just waxing poetic, so... Anyway, yeah, the voice acting was a bit strange. Everyone was a bit crazy. The update itself, I expressed all of my thoughts in the video, and it, it's good. It's good. They got a lot of the lore about ghouls pretty right. I didn't see anything that was too crazy or, just factually inaccurate or flew in the face of established Fallout lore. They did a good job of tying things together, combining the use of chems, which was established with Hancock in Fallout 4, with exposure to high amounts of radiation, which was established in all of the other games, and given to us as an explanation why Eddie Winter became a ghoul and why Desmond Lockhart became a ghoul. So all of that really hit home well. The only sort of thing that didn't work when it comes to being a ghoul was game mechanics. And I can forgive game mechanics because they still have to create a workable game. And the game mechanics for being a ghoul is that you lose sanity as time goes on unless you use chems. And it's any chems, right? The reason that it's a problem from a lore perspective is if it was any chems that retained a ghoul's sanity, then the ghoul character in the Fallout TV show wouldn't have as hard of a time as he did keeping a stockpile of the magic chem that retained his sanity. You wouldn't find a character like, I forget his name, inside the pharmacy looking for chems and slowly going feral if it was literally any chem would give you a little bit of sanity. Radix, Radaway, Stimpaks, Mentats. The chems are so just proliferous throughout the entire world that it wouldn't be difficult for somebody to maintain access to those kind of chems. The reason it's a problem in the Fallout show is because the kind of unnamed chem that the ghoul uses to prevent from going feral is unnamed. We've never seen it in the world before, and we don't know what it is. But with this update to Fallout 76, it's literally any chem. And I understand why they did it, because they needed a game mechanic that would prevent someone from going feral. They needed something that addressed the lore concept of slowly losing your mind over time, which has been established in all of the previous games and was reaffirmed in the Fallout show. So it's something they had to address, but they also didn't want to name this wonder chem that the show didn't name either, so they just made it any chem, which, okay, so from a gameplay perspective, I can understand that, and I'm going to separate that from the lore. From a lore perspective, I don't think any chem will heal a little bit of going feral. The Vanisher on Twitch says, oh yeah, Oxhorn is live. This is why I won't stream on Thursdays, just so I can watch your streams. That's very kind. Thank you, The Vanisher. Kenny Allen on Facebook says, hey Ox, I got sent home way early from work today, hoping it's just the boss trying to cut payroll, but it wasn't my best day today. Really hoping I still have a job on Tuesday when I'm supposed to be back. Well, Kenny, I'm sorry to hear about that. I've been there. You know, you never can tell with bosses. They just don't like spending money, and they don't like spending money on payroll. And if they think you're costing too much money, they're just going to send you home. So hopefully you still have a job when you next show up for it. I'll tell you a story about what happened to me. One of the main reasons why I'm, staying away from the corporate world like the plague is when I was in high school, I was employed at a big box electronics store, which doesn't exist anymore. It went out of business a long time ago. But that was my job, and I was there for 2 years. I worked in the advanced systems department. We, diagnosed computers and sold high-end software and tried to get people to sign up to the company credit card, yada, yada, yada. I was there almost every day. It was after school. I was a teenager, so I couldn't work during the school. But, I did a good job, and I learned the system really quickly. I was one of the fastest typers. I thought that my performance was really good. Well, then my class went on our senior trip. Because I was 18, going on 19. I was a senior in high school. We were going on a senior trip. I told them about it 2 weeks in advance. I said, hey, I need some time off. I'm going on a senior trip. And they're like, all right. And I told them dates and yada, yada, yada. I went on the trip. Everything was fine. Never heard from them. Came back, showed up for work at my regular time. And I go into the back room to clock in, and my key card was gone. And everyone else was just wandering around doing their stuff. And I bumped into one of the guys that I worked with. And I'm like, what happened? Did they change key cards or something? And he's like, I don't know. They've got it stored over here. Let's go see it. And he brought me to the wall that I had already checked. And my card wasn't there. He's like, oh. Guess you don't work here anymore. And that was the sort of passive-aggressive, non-confrontational way that they fired me, I guess. So I just left, and I didn't show back up. Yeah. But, it's that kind of thing. They're out of business now, and I suppose it's not a wonder. Amanda Peterson gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the... You guys are guessing Circuit City. It wasn't Circuit City. It was a way smaller sort of local brand, but it wasn't Circuit City. Amanda Peterson gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Amanda Peterson. And congratulations to Chef Breccia, Stephen Haworth, Chris Verip, and Royce Miller. Thanks again, Amanda. Sarah says, how is the Wonder Chem even mentionable? It's like 25 to 29 years after the bombs, lol. Well, I mean, you have to remember that the only way ghouls, especially pre-war ghouls, can exist during the events of the Fallout show is if they have had access to that chem for 200 years. Which includes the 25, 26 years after the apocalypse, right? Obviously, there are going to be new ghouls being made as new people are exposed to radiation, but for there to be pre-war ghouls 200 years after the apocalypse, they have to have lived through the period of time that is currently being depicted during the Fallout show, which means that any sort of chem that can stave off turning feral should exist during the time of Fallout 76. So the idea that that chem exists in the Ghoul Within update is fine, right? It would have to be, okay? The thing that's a problem with what the Fallout show has presented to us is, yes, we know that ghouls can go feral. It's a mysterious process. It's never well outlined. We don't know when it can happen, and never before the Fallout show have we ever been given anything that can stave off the process. But with the Fallout show, now we are to believe that there was always something that could. This unnamed substance could have staved off becoming feral. It must be really rare and mostly unknown if people at Nuka World, inside the Kitty Kingdom, never found out about it. Even though they searched for a cure, they never found it, right? So, I mean, there are little lore issues like that. But if we're just trying to match what's presented to us in the update for Fallout 76 with the lore of the Fallout show, I mean, we have to realize that that chem would exist during this period of time, if it ever existed. Cloud Big says, I've been reading The Dark Tower and I'm really enjoying it. Have you read it? Recommend if you haven't. I haven't read it, but I'm familiar with it. That's the Stephen King fantasy series, right? I haven't read it, but I have heard that it's really good. I am doing a lot of reading, but I'm reading novels that are non-genre novels at the moment. When I get another kick to get back into fantasy, perhaps I'll tackle it. Chef Breccia says, okay, so let's split the difference. If you had to pick just one existing Fallout 76 chem, which one would you pick? Mentats, Day Tripper, Excel? Just any chem for the sake of it being a chem, or any chem as a cure for ghouls, for being a ghoul? Well, if I had to pick any chem for curing being feral, it would be Fury, because Fury, from a gameplay perspective, cures 20% of your feral meter. It's the highest healing chem that I have been able to find so far. In terms of just chems in general, I guess Stimpack, because yeah, it's a magic heal injector. It can cure almost anything. So Stimpack, I guess. The Vivid Kiwi says, love the 76 Ghoul video. I wish they updated Wastelanders to include new dialogue as a ghoul. I'd like more motivation to beat the game again as one. Yeah, I do too. And I understand why they didn't. And I understand why they introduced the game mechanic of needing a disguise. It's because if you didn't need a disguise and you did the Ghoul Within first, before Wastelanders and Steel Rain and Steel Dawn, then you would be presented with all of these people who were talking to you as if you were a human vault dweller, which means they would have to re-record all of that dialogue to embrace the possibility of the player being a ghoul, which means rehiring all of those voice actors, which means hundreds and hundreds of hours of new audio being added to the game, It's just a Herculean task to achieve, all of which can simply be ignored by saying, oh yeah, you can't go to any of those old places unless you have a disguise because of ghoul hatred. Which it's got its own problems, because one of those places you can't go to is Foundation, which has ghoul members. One of those places you can't go to is the Crater, which also has ghoul members. So it's a bit of a band-aid sort of tacked over that particular lore issue that they did. But wouldn't it be nice if you could be a ghoul early on in your gameplay and then play the whole game as a ghoul? That'd be great. Vince M says, hey Ox, hope you had a great evening so far. Question: when Season 2 of the Fallout show drops, are you going to stream it like you did for Season 1? Also, thanks for streaming Oblivion. Probably. I don't think Amazon has a problem streaming it on Twitch. They didn't last year, so we'll see what they say this year. Eroskri on Twitch says, hey Ox, just want to say thank you for making such wonderful content. Your Fallout lore series got me through middle school and high school. I remember coming home and watching each new episode. I'm 22 now, and I still enjoy coming home to watch your videos. But I have to ask, where is the Fallout Brotherhood of Steel lore videos? Well, they're probably not coming, as Fallout Brotherhood of Steel has been rejected by Bethesda, and it never was... It never cared about the lore of the game to begin with, right? So, I mean, I've seen videos of it, and it's just so bad. I probably won't play it. If I do, I'll make videos on it, but I probably won't, considering it's not canonical. Dan Chillings on Twitch says, assuming the Great Divergence happened in roughly 1950, it's likely that the Hindenburg probably still happened, considering Nate said his great-grandfather fought in World War II. That was a response to Megabort's previous question. And yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. That was in response to Megabort's question. Question for Oxhorn: after rewatching your Fallout Pridwin video, I was curious about Zeppelins, and after digging through the history, I can't find any proof that the Hindenburg disaster happened within the Fallout Wiki timeline. Have you come across any info regarding the disaster, or how America, in the Fallout timeline, was able to make Zeppelins, since originally in our timeline they were made in Germany? And your question was answered well by Eroskri. I think the Divergence covers a lot of that. The Hindenburg disaster likely existed. It's possible that it didn't, but it's never been called out specifically, to my knowledge, in any of the Fallout games. So ultimately we don't know, but since it's pre-Divergence, it probably did happen. That said, America won in World War II. What they didn't do is they didn't learn lessons from the Hindenburg if Zeppelins were still a thing in pre-war America. We don't know that they were, though. Like, even in any of the flashback sequences in Fallout 4, we never saw any Zeppelins being used by pre-war America or the military. In Operation Anchorage, we didn't see any Zeppelins flying by. Really, the Zeppelins is a Brotherhood technology. It's a technology that the Brotherhood of Steel resurrected from the past and co-opted for their own uses. Perhaps they didn't read that section about the Hindenburg, which is why they filled bladders full of hydrogen or helium. No, it was hydrogen in the Pridwin, which of course is the one thing that can lead to their downfall. So yeah, I mean, that's really Brotherhood technology. Patty 5.0 says, Ox, I just watched your God of War playthrough. You think you'll ever play Ragnarok? I want to, and I would have before I stopped streaming as regularly as I used to. Perhaps one day I will. Perhaps one day. Ranker 1138 says, if you hang on after the main quest is over, I highly suggest doing Shivering Isles expansion. It starts on that weird island you went to earlier. Thank you, Ranker 1138. Perhaps I will. Perhaps I'll move on. We'll see. Salazar on Facebook says, have you played Cyberpunk? I have. I played through the entire game back when it was first launched, and I've got that playlist on my channel. My YouTube channel, if you're interested. Brandon Tomlin says, have you played Doom the Dark Ages, Oxhorn? Yeah, we played one broadcast worth a couple of weeks ago. And that's actually my backup game. If for some reason Oblivion doesn't work, we're going to try Doom. Ranker 1138 says, did you know that soy sauce is actually Spanish? For I am sauce. Sorry, I had to get in that dad joke, says Ranker 1138. Thank you. Soy está sauce. Sarah says, Ox, did you know that if someone subs via their iPhone, Apple, and YouTube take a cut? No, I had no idea. This is news to me, she says, so I just wanted to make sure you're aware. Kind of crazy. I don't know if it's true for other phones, too. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I had no idea. Geek Hazu on Kick. Good to see you, Geek Hazu. J-Star says, what kind of cigar is that? Today I am smoking an East Coast Rollers Pure Mayhem. And it's all right. Not great, but decent. Toby Noble on Facebook says, canonical or not, it would be great to see you tackle Brotherhood of Steel with the same attention to detail you do in other Fallout games. Just treat it as a separate franchise with its own lore and point out the differences and similarities to canonical Fallout. I could, but I'm not sure how many people would be interested in that, and I don't know if I'm interested in that, but it's certainly something I could do. If I ever get the itch, I may. But considering I can't play it on the PC and I'd have to run an emulator or something like that, it's got its own technical problems that I just really don't want to have to jump those hurdles. But perhaps someday. Preston Garvey says, hello, Sauce. I'm Dad. Thank you, Preston Garvey. Brendan Sacapano says, kind of looked like a Cuban cigar. Cuban cigars don't have a look. This is a Churchill-sized cigar. Cuban cigars can be Churchill-sized. They can be Robusto. They can be Perfecto. They can be a variety of different sizes. A Cuban cigar is distinguished by where the leaves that make up the cigar were grown. If they were grown in Cuban soil in Cuba, then it's a Cuban cigar, but it could look like any other kind of cigar. What you'll oftentimes see is people will take seeds for tobacco grown in Cuba and grow Cuban seed tobacco in Honduras or the Dominican Republic or Nicaragua or somewhere else and sell Cuban seed tobacco cigars because Cuban tobacco has historically been reputed to be the best kind of tobacco. But that's actually not the case. If you take a look at some of the top-ranked cigars by Cigar Aficionado over the past 10, 15 years, even when comparing them directly with Cubans, Cuban cigars rarely make the top 10. It's usually other brands and other types. Nick Valentine says, wouldn't it be interesting to make content of listening non-canon things in Brotherhood of Steel? Yeah, it might be interesting. Perhaps I could take a look at that. But, I also have to take a look at what's being popular on YouTube right now. And Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, a 20-year-old game for the PlayStation 2, and making content about it is probably not going to be that popular. In general, making content for games that are old gets less relevant and less interesting to viewers over time as that game ages. And it's true about any Fallout game, with maybe the exception of Fallout New Vegas. Content about Fallout New Vegas just seems to always be popular. Greg Williams says, my wife said she's leaving me because I don't know my directions. So I packed my bags and right. Instead of left, you see. He's now explaining the joke. Instead of left, you see. I'm here all night. Be safe, all. Thank you very much. Yay! Salazar says on Facebook, tomorrow is my 38th birthday. Any recommendations of whiskey or bourbon for a beginner? Lol, I'm more of a Guinness guy. Well, it depends. If you're a beginner, so Scotch is my go-to type of whiskey. Scotch is just a type of whiskey, but it's characterized as being a little bit stronger, I guess, for lack of a better term, than other types of whiskey. If you're just wanting a smooth, easygoing whiskey, there are a lot of different options. You could try a red label or a black label. Both of those are going to be good. I think black label is the best. The general rule of thumb is that the older the whiskey is, the smoother it's going to be. The longer time it's had to age in a barrel, the smoother and less harsh it's going to be on the palate. So if you're wanting to just spoil yourself for a big birthday, just find a reputable brand of whiskey and then look for an older bottle. It's going to be expensive, but it's not like an everyday drinking sort of thing. You're just celebrating. That would be my recommendation. As for bourbon, which is very similar, it's like a whiskey from Kentucky. Knob Creek is a good bourbon. I believe Knob Creek is a bourbon and not a whiskey. I think so. Distilled Donut says, have you played Excite Bike? Oh man, you're drumming up memories. The old NES game. Oh yeah, the little motorcycle where you had to jump all over the things. Excite Bike, yeah. And it had a level creator, I believe. You could make your own levels. I used to play that with my brother all the time on the NES back when we were kids. Yeah, I played Excite Bike. Good times. The Vivid Kiwi says, thoughts on doing challenge runs in Fallout games? You could stream it or record and edit it in a similar fashion to your Fallout London series. An interesting thought. I don't know if it's something I'm terribly interested in. Fallout 4, but every enemy is a super mutant behemoth. Fallout 4, but you can only use fat men or something. Yeah, I don't know. That stuff might be interesting YouTube content, but I don't know if I'd personally enjoy it. Ranker 1138 says, do you have Look Outside on your Scotch and Smoke Rings list? Let's check. No. Look Outside is a survival horror RPG set in a single apartment building. A mysterious event turns anyone who looks out the window into a grotesque monster. Leaving the world in absolute chaos, scavenge the building to seek food, supplies, and weapons while encountering strange creatures. Ooh. This looks interesting. I think I'd like this. Overwhelmingly positive reviews, too. Pretty cool. Amanda Peterson says, what do you call Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison's brand? AC/DC. Happy Nikola Tesla Day, she says. Thank you so much, Amanda. Fiendish Ghoul on Twitch says, hey, Ox, never buy shoes from a drug dealer. You'll have a bad trip. He added more to it, too, but I didn't think it was necessary for the joke to work. He explained that it's because they might lace them incorrectly, but... Would a drug... I mean, I suppose if he was high on drugs, he might lace them incorrectly. Are drug dealers known for lacing shoes improperly? Thank you, Fiendish Ghoul. Michael Ewan says, that's a fantastic joke. Fantastic, that joke. Distilled Donut asks, have you ever played Battletoads? Another classic. Super Nintendo, I think. Yes, I played Battletoads as a child. Never got very far. That was an evil, evil game. I think the furthest I ever got was the level with those jet skis where you had to jump from pad to pad. And yeah, that was tricky. But I played the snot out of it with my brother and our friends. Robert Moneygold says Duck Hunt. Yeah, we could go through all of them. Duck Hunt, Mario Brothers, Wild West, the original Punch-Out. They're all there. Donkey Kong, Zelda. Played them all. Megaboard says, question, Oxhorn, do you have a favorite sword in the Fallout games? Sword. Yeah, I do. And I forgot the name of it, but there was an irradiated sword that you got in Fallout 4. Was it the reward for the Gilded Grasshopper quest? The Shemdrown sword, yeah. I enjoyed the Shemdrown sword. I thought that it worked really well for like a Minuteman playthrough. It looked good on the general. That was my favorite sword. Jay DiCarlo says, Krem's tooth. Was it Krem? It was Krevich's Tooth. Yeah, that was also a good one. Vince M says, the game that makes me feel old is the Oregon Trail. I remember when it came out on the big floppy disks. Yep, I remember that. And everyone died of dysentery. Good old Oregon Trail. I remember there was this one space game that came in multiple discs. And it had live action capture with it. And I was never any good at it, but my friend had it. And we enjoyed it, but we constantly had to swap out the discs from the drive. And it was a huge pain in the butt. Whenever we advanced enough into the story, we had to swap to disc 3 or to disc 2. Almost as bad as when in Final Fantasy VII, where you had to swap out the PlayStation discs whenever you zoned to a new area. Like if you advanced too far in the story and you wanted to go back to, say, the beginning, you had to swap out disc 1 and put in disc 2. Man, that was annoying. Asteroid, says Amanda Peterson. No. I probably shouldn't have mentioned it because I don't remember the name, but it was like a fighter game. It was a space fighter game. Yeah, forget it. Toby Noble says the original NES Paperboy, Skate or Die, the Rad Gravity were games I'd play. Yeah, and I remember the old Addams Family game. I played that. I played the Paperboy. And then there was one weird one I played. A boy in his slime or something? I forget it. It was about like a slime that could change shape. Man, you're unlocking old memories. I can't even form them correctly. Amanda says, 5x7 floppy, choose your own adventure stories. Yep. Mist and Riven, those were always fun. A Boy and His Blob. Yeah, the Vivid Kiwi. I said slime, didn't I? Yeah, A Boy and His Blob. And the blob could take a variety of different shapes to... You could work your way through the puzzles. I remember that one being a lot of fun. Wing Commander, Irish Auto, thank you. It was Wing Commander. Can't believe I forgot it, but yeah, it was the original Wing Commander. I don't think I ever actually liked that game. I remember just being frustrated by it, but I wanted to like it. It was one of those games that I played, and I liked the style of it, and I wanted to like it, but I was bad at it, and I didn't like it. But yeah, it was Wing Commander. Amanda says Star Fox. That was later. That was N64. At the time, I thought the graphics were great. I was all about triangles. I was like, oh man, the triangle is reinventing computer graphics. Look at all these triangles. The faces are made of triangles. The ships are made of triangles. Wow, so many triangles. Star Fox. That was Super Nintendo, wasn't it? Yeah. The original Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. The Talenton X says, do a barrel roll. Amanda says GoldenEye was my N64 game of choice. I mean, GoldenEye, everyone our age was playing that when it came out. All of my friends played it. The silenced PP7, I believe, was... Then the golden gun, everyone hated it when you got the golden gun. I mean, they loved it when they got it, but when you had to fight somebody who had a golden gun, oh, one-shot kill. But I loved that old PP7. There was something about GoldenEye. There hasn't ever been a multiplayer combat game like it that I've really thoroughly enjoyed. I haven't played a lot of them, but, I've played the Call of Duties and all of that, and they're like, all right. But none of them had the same sort of vibe. And maybe it's just the nostalgic part of my aged brain putting me back in my childhood. But the music was there. Man. They don't have parties like that anymore. I would go to my friend's house, and sometimes we'd bring our computers and do LAN parties. Sometimes we'd sit down at the console and, plug all 4 of our controllers in and play GoldenEye with the split screen. Remember? And we had to, be the honor system to not look at the other person's corner. Hey, I know you're looking at my screen. I wasn't looking at your screen, but I saw you look at my screen. No, I was looking at my corner of the screen. I promise. You're camping, though. You can't be camping. I'm not camping. You are camping. Oh, look, I got the golden gun. I'm going to get you. But you shouldn't be able to know where I am. I know where you're at. That sort of thing. Yeah. The split screen. Ah, fun times. Ranker 1138 says PPK. Was it the PPK? Did I mix up 007 and PPK and say PP7? Yeah, maybe it was PPK. Dylan says, hey, Ox, love your channel. For your information, RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business coming out next Thursday. Hey, thank you, Dylan. Jersey says, all these old people talking about old games and stuff. Darn dinosaurs. Yeah, that's us. Us old dinosaurs reveling in the games of the 90s. Gabriel Martin, oh my God, that reminds me. Should I even tell you? All right, I'll tell you. So I went to a new cigar store. A new cigar store opened up near my house, which is great because the other closest cigar store was about 30 minutes away. And every now and then I'll run out of cigars that I buy online, so I'll have to go to a cigar store. So I went to this new cigar store in the town nearby, and it was locked because the guy was going to the bathroom. So I waited a couple minutes, and he arrives. He's this really tall giant of a guy with a golden long hair and a golden beard. And he lets me in, and I'm like, hey, can I browse your humidor? He says, yeah. And so I pick out my cigars, and then I go to the front counter to buy. And he's like, well, I hate to do this because I can tell you're an adult, but for legal reasons, I have to ask for your ID. Can I have your ID? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I give him my ID. He looks at it and he's like, all right, yeah, you're not looking so bad for your age. I'm like, thanks. And then he goes, so what were the 90s like? I was like, really? Really, dude? You want me to explain the 90s to you? I'm like, oh, man, that Y2K, that was rough. Everybody worrying about the Y2K. Gosh, it was just constant fear and anxiety. And he's just sitting there with bated breath. Y2K, man. It's hard, though, because, I mean, the things we dealt with in the 90s pales in comparison to things we're dealing with now, like global pandemics and crazy stuff. But still, the guy stopped and asked me what the 90s were like. I'm like, what do I even say? Yeah, we all read Harry Potter and worried about Y2K. Gabriel Martin says, hi, Ox, hope all is well. Going on a float trip this weekend, and people have drowned in this river a lot this year. So here's hoping I don't die. Yeah, well, here's hoping. I'll cross my fingers and everything. Just be careful and wear your life jacket. Alt Grendel says, what has 2 butts and kills people? An assassin. Thank you, Alt Grendel. That's a good one. I like it. Time Warper 9000 says, when you realize you're living with your gamer spouse and it's split screen every time, and she tells you to stop peeking, and you're definitely peeking, man. Being with her is like being a kid in the 90s again. I'm not peeking, you're definitely peeking. That Colin guy says, Ox, did you play/enjoy the Tony Hawk games? Cheers. I played them only because my friends had them. It wasn't really something I was interested in, but I would go to sleepovers and stuff with my friends, and they'd be playing Tony Hawk, and they had a variety of games that I never really got into myself. But there was Twisted Metal was another one. I kind of enjoyed that. It was the crazy car crashing game called Twisted Metal. But yeah, that was one of them I played, but never really got into myself. Distilled Donut says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was one I did play, and I got into. I enjoyed that one. Funnily enough, it's not very memorable. I remember playing it, and played it a lot, and enjoyed it, but I don't really remember it for some reason. Dallas Solar on Facebook says, I don't understand how you only have 4 people watching you, Ox. You're like one of the best streamers I've ever seen. You're very kind, Dallas. Thank you. People are watching me on YouTube and Twitch. Facebook isn't like known for being a game streaming platform. I'm doing it anyway because I know I have viewers there who want to watch. But yeah, most of my audience is on YouTube and Twitch. Diablo 15 NL says, I enjoyed Jazz Jack Rabbit. That spacey rabbit beaming the baddies up. See, that's one I never played. I played Jumpin' Flash. Like Jumpin' Flash 2. Big Trouble in Little Moo, right? That was a PlayStation game. It had a rabbit. I don't think that's the same thing. It wasn't a spacey game. Lady Duet says, mine was Final Fantasy and Zelda games. Yeah, I played a lot of Final Fantasy when I was young. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy Tactics were my big Final Fantasy games. I beat Final Fantasy VII over and over again. I kind of played a little Final Fantasy VIII, but I really didn't like it that much. I played a little and then stopped. I liked Final Fantasy IX better than 8, but I still never liked it nearly as much as 7. Final Fantasy Tactics was the game that I just absolutely loved. The music, more than anything, for Final Fantasy Tactics was amazing. I didn't know video games could have music like that. That and Chrono Cross music was just impeccable. But the gameplay of Final Fantasy Tactics was really well done as well. It really made me sit there and think about each of the different classes that I was putting in my party, speccing them correctly. The strategy of the game was just great. Excellent game. Greg Williams says, do you smoke cigars off screen too? Or is this just part of your online personality? Also, what was the first game system you ever owned in the 90s? I do smoke off screen. Honestly, adding cigars to an online personality isn't the boon you'd think it is. It's not cool. Like I get more grief from people about smoking than anything else. Like the private messages I get on social media and email, it's from people saying, you know, you really shouldn't smoke. Did you know that smoking is bad for your health? And yada, yada, yada. And it's on one hand, it's kind. And I know they're looking out for me because they care and I appreciate it. So I'm never mean. I'm never cruel. But yes, I know that smoking kills and is bad. I am aware. I never promote it. When people ask me about it, I urge them to not start the hobby. It's okay. But, you know, if anything, it hinders my online performance. I smoke the cigars during my show because I smoke the cigars all the time, and this is part of my time, so I'm smoking on the show as well. Yeah. Colonel 87th says, Oxhorn, I made it. Colonel 87th, you made it. Good to have you on the program. Stephen Pierce says there's going to be a remaster of Final Fantasy Tactics. I saw that. And then they also showed that they were going to be making a version that had the original graphics as well, so you could choose between the two. That's great. I'm not going to play it because I know that I'll just get lost in a world of nostalgia and I can't be in that place again. I have fond memories of Tactics, and I'll just keep the memories fond by not playing it again. Gabriel Martin says, "Hey Ox, I'm playing the Dark Brotherhood quest line for the first time in Oblivion, and it's really creepy and interesting so far. I would recommend." Well, I mean, but I have to kill someone, right? Like, I don't want to murder someone. If I do it on accident, then perhaps we'll tackle the Dark Brotherhood quest line, but I don't know. I play games to enjoy them, and I don't enjoy being a murderer in video games. That's just me. Sarah says, "Stream needs more Scotch. Cheers. P.S. I miss chowder." Well, I can help you with the Scotch. Cheers. Can't help you with chowder. Chowder is currently asleep on my daughter's bed. He's gotten in the habit of creeping into her room at night because she gives him the most attention. She loves cats. My son does too. I guess they both love cats pretty equally. But she gives him a lot of attention. Colonel 87th says, "What are we playing? I've been out of the loop." Well, we're trying to play Oblivion, and I've had some problems, partially due to the game itself and partially due to my computer, I think is the primary culprit. But we're going to try playing that today. Last week we did fine. This week I've had computer problems, but I've got it up and running. I tested it before the program, and it was working. So we're going to try it again, and if we have problems with it, we'll go to a backup game, all right? Somebody who exits says, "When you said chowder, I imagined like the actual soup and was slightly disappointed because I'm hungry." Yeah, I don't know why, but most of the pets in my life are named after food, and it's not me. My ex-wife named my cat Chowder. An ex-girlfriend named my dog Grits. I've got Grits and Chowder and Admiral. I don't know why Admiral isn't after food. He doesn't really fit, but he looks really, regal, kind of kingly, so we'll call him Admiral, I guess. The Vivid Kiwi says, "I killed an adventurer in a cave by accident. Maybe you'll find your own." Accidents happen, especially in Bethesda games. So who knows? Maybe I will accidentally murder someone. Sarah says, "Don't you own 2 dogs now?" Yeah, I've got Admiral and Grits. Admiral is the standard poodle. Grits is the Australian Shepherd. And man, do I have regrets with that dog. Oh, I love him. He's so cute, but man, is he a handful. Oh, I should have known better. Colonel 87th says, "Steal all the goblin totems." Goblin totems. Okay, will do. All right, we got about 5 more minutes. 5 minutes, and then we dive into the game. Chef Breccia says, "Regrets, that joke was so corny." I know. I knew as soon as it came out of my mouth. Sarah says, "You deserve a snare for that one." All right. Regrets. Sarah says, "Stop letting women name your dogs, or stop dating women who name dogs after food." You don't understand. The only reason I have animals is because of women. that I've dated. Like, I haven't chosen any of these animals, right? I haven't gone out to find them. My ex-wife picked out the dog and the cat. Grits was a present that was requested by my girlfriend at the time. And now I'm stuck with all of them. I'm stuck with all these animals that I didn't even want to begin with. I now love them. Don't worry. I love them. I care for them. They get groomed. They get fed. They go to the vet. They're taken care of. My children love them. You know, they're part of the family. But I didn't start this. I didn't start it. Megabort says, "Oh, so your exes dump their dogs on you?" Well, I guess, yeah. That's the way it goes. Though, you know, I don't know if it's because they just didn't want the responsibility or if it's because they knew that my children had bonded with them and they couldn't bear to rip the dogs away from my children. I don't know which it is, but the reality is that my kids have bonded with the animals, and if they were to disappear, it would be very sad for them. And no one wanted to make them sad, so I'm stuck with them. I'm stuck with the dogs. Broxton Kane says there's someone you can kill that respawns after some time that counts for the start of the Dark Brotherhood quest. I'm sure others in the chat know who. Okay. Maybe that works. Maybe I'll try tackling that. Not bad. These were on sale, which is why I bought a lot of them. East Coast cigars. And they're not the best, as I said, but they're pretty solid for the price. We get a little bit of confetti coming out of the butt of the cigar, which is always a bad sign. But so far, the smoke is pretty solid. Russell Romig says, Ox, just wondering if your neighbors know who you are. No, they don't. And I like to keep it that way. I don't have very many neighbors. I live out in the woods. But I do share property boundaries with a few neighbors. I've met them from time to time and been very, cordial and kind. Sometimes we'll text each other when there's a bear in the neighborhood, for example. But I don't know them really well. They don't know me really well. And I like it that way. I want to keep it that way. Colonel 87th says, Ox, this game is a serious grind. Are you sure? Is it really? See, with Skyrim, I was able to just rush through the primary plot. I beat it in like 4 or 5 episodes. And then I was done. I was like, all right, I got my Skyrim done. I'm done. Am I not going to be able to do that with Oblivion? I never planned to do all of the side quests. I want to focus on the plot. I had to do a bunch of side quests because the plot involved me getting a Daedric artifact, but finally that part is over with. I can focus on the plot again. Well, we'll see. We'll see how far I can get through the plot in today's broadcast, if I can get it to work today. All right, it's time. Let's cross our fingers and hope that it launches. Colonel 87th says it's a little bit more difficult. Okay. Well, we'll see. Aaron the Architect says, Ox, you should play Expedition 33. You'd love it, even if it's on your own time. Thanks. I've had that one recommended literally every time I've gone live because it's just that well-loved, and I should really play it. Okay, looks like it's working. Attingley says, won't be able to stay. Gotta get to bed for work, but want to take the time to say I've been listening to your Fallout lore videos to make the days at work go faster. And say thank you for all of your making videos. Cheers. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm glad I've been able to help you at work. All right, we're in. Let's just hope that zoning in and out doesn't become a problem like it did a few weeks ago. Okay, let's take a look at our quests. Miskarand. Martin has deciphered the third item needed for the ritual, a rare Iliad artifact known as the Great Welkin Stone. He knows of only one place that still might contain one, the Iliad ruins of Miskarand. I must find the Great Welkin Stone of Miskarand and bring it to Martin at the Cloud River Temple. And then this is also a primary plot, allies for Bruma. Oh, right, I need to do another Oblivion Gate. Okay, let's try and get that Oblivion Gate taken care of. And then let's do Miskarand. Sarah says, we'll call that smoke confetti a happy meal. I don't know. Yuck. Chewing on tobacco confetti. All right, please don't crash. Please don't crash.
I'm close to understanding the...
Oh, yay.
Sir.
Okay. Colonel 87th says there are certain side quests you don't want to miss, like the Great Hunt. Okay. Well, point me in that direction. All right, Bruma. We had to go to a gate outside of Bruma, right? Where's Bruma? Bravel. Shaden Hall, Bruma. There's the gate. All right, just to double check. Yeah, all right. Did I destroy it already? I destroyed it already. Oh, it's outside Leyawen. God. My reading comprehension is at an all-time low when I do Scotch and smoke rings. Leyawen. Right. Okay. All right, here we go. Crap! Ah! The place is mine! What is that? Well, it wasn't that bad, but goodness, I've never seen that before. Daedroth? Oh, it's like a lizard creature. Colonel 87 says, go to Bravil and talk to Ursane Locke. Ursane Locke? Oh, is that for the Great Hunt? Bravil, Ursane Locke. All right. I'll try to remember. You may need to remind me, but thank you. God, this one is mined everywhere. Colonel 87 says the first game I've 100%ed and have thousands of hours. Well, I'm glad you're around for the ride. I'm gonna need it. Okay, that way or probably that way. Okay, I think I'm getting close to the door. Oh, there's a door there, too. But that's where I need to go, right? Rending halls. Shield of the Red Mountain. It's got 4 block, fire shield on self. I don't think that's better than my ebony shield. 13, no. Leyawind shield, 4 block. Okay, it's better. I'm sad to lose my Leyawind shield, but... Enter the Diamond Fox says, pretty sure Legolas envies you. Thank you. I'm not bad with a bow. I probably should have dropped off a bunch of crap before I came here, huh? I'm not carrying a lot. I'm carrying 2 primary weapons, though. I'm carrying Woot and Wee. That's 23 pounds combined. Really, it's my armor that's doing me in. Look at all this heavy, heavy armor. Rending halls. Michael Ewan says Oblivion dinosaurs are better than Dinky the T-Rex from Novak. Oh, they're worse than Dinky the T-Rex from Novak. I agree. Did I not hotbind my new shield? Didn't I drop the ebony shield? Oh my god. I had the Leyawind shield equipped. But it was only 4 damage resistance. My ebony shield is more. So Shield of the Red Mountain isn't worth it. God! Wait, do I have the right magic equipped? Yeah, I do.
Join my trumpet. Open wide.
Whew. Survived. Lesser Staff of Burden. Penalty of Penance of Larceny. 10 damage. Same damage as my Wii, but not as much as my Woot. Drain agility on strike. Drain speed on strike. Oh, wow. Oh. Well, hey, dude. I'm just gonna leave you there. Oops. Yay! Dead Halls. Colonel 87th says, I recommend the Thieves Guild storyline. It's the best. Thank you, Colonel 87th. I'm in the Thieves Guild, I believe. Oh! Well, jeez! Dear God. That... Well, man, are they everywhere? To the claw monolith. But I should keep going up, right? God. They consume so much stamina.
First blood sack.
Whew, blocking that hit just consumes all my stamina. Claw monolith. Potions! Oh man, I don't have any fatigue? Hey! Apprentice level restoration spells. Dark Salvation.
First blood sack.
This little dagger is boss, man. I don't even need to block. I kill him fast enough. Flawless Ruby. Nice. I never know when a guillotine is just going to fall down on me. Base Ring of the North. feel like this one is longer. It just keeps going and going. God! Alt Grendel says, did you recharge your dagger? No, I don't think I did, but I don't think I have anything to recharge it with. Yeah, charge is depleted. Charge is depleted there as well. Yeah, I don't have anything to recharge it with. I'm starting to run out of arrows. But I think we did it. Oh! Oh! Oh, what? Me. Where's the little bugger? Where are you? You little bugger? Where'd you go? Did killing the mama kill it too? Oh, that was nasty. Okay. Hey, a lesser soul gem. Whoops. Those are out. That's out too. Arthur Morgan says, Azusa's star is a reusable soul gem. Use soul trap. I don't have soul trap. I've got soul grasp. Causes soul trap on touch. Okay, I'll try that. Oh, but I did it. That was it. And I got a level. Nice. Let's go turn it in. Are they not over there? Okay. Well, it says it's 118 over there. Is that another Oblivion gate? Are you kidding me? What? Another Oblivion gate in Leyawind? Oh no. Well, it's too late for that guy. He's dead. Can't believe I have to do another Oblivion gate. I don't want to spend my time doing Oblivion Gate over after Oblivion Gate. That does seem like a bit of a grind to me. Raymond says, hey Ox, thanks for the Fallout playlists. Weird, but guns and lore help me sleep. More blessings to you and your family, your fan from the Philippines. Thank you, Raymond. I did the wrong one, says chat. There are two Oblivion gates outside of Leyawind. How am I supposed to pick the right one? Colonel 87th says there's major gates and minor gates around them. Where are all my repair hammers? There we go. Yay! Okay, what else can I drop? I've got tons of amulets, but they're not very heavy still. I need more arrows. Colonel 87 says big gates are bigger, longer, small gates are short. All right. I mean, that was 40 minutes. I don't want to do another 40-minute Oblivion gate. Okay, let's do one to luck. Have some health. I need to work on carrying capacity. Fatigue. Regenerate health. I guess strength. Yeah, how much you can carry. Where'd I put my arrows? Arrow of numbing. Silver arrow. There we go. Okay, Chad said there was something that I absolutely can't miss at Bravel. Go to Bravel and talk to Ursane Locke. All right, well, I don't know who Ursane Locke is or where to find him, but I will go to Bravel and try to find him. Thomas McCormick says, IIRC, there are 10 mandatory gates in the main quest and 50 random gates that spawn in the possible 100 locations per playthrough. At certain points, games become a run to the Sigil Stone minigame. Really? Well, I've done like 4 of them and I'm already kind of tired of them.
A coin for an old beggar?
Okay, so I'm guessing Ursane is like a king or a baron or maybe a merchant.
Oh, hello. Well met.
Excuse me, my lord.
Here.
I'm sorry to impose upon you like this, but I'm in need of assistance and I don't know what to do. My husband, Alaron, is missing.
Well, I couldn't find her, but she found me. Alaron Locke.
It all started when Alaron became foolish and started gambling. He'd visit the arena every week and spend our hard-earned money on bets. I told him to stop, but he didn't listen. He was certain he could win us a fortune and move us somewhere nicer, like the Imperial City. It didn't take long for Alaron to begin losing. He resorted to borrowing money from a usurer to cover his losses and place new bets. As you can imagine, it didn't pay off. He ended up owing around 500 gold. We could never have that kind of money to pay back the usurer.
What happened to Alaron?
Yesterday, the usurer, Kurden Drago, sent for my husband to meet him at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. He hasn't returned since. I fear for his life. Kurden isn't known for his patience. Please, I'm not wealthy, but I'd give anything to see Alaron again.
Okay.
You will? Oh, thank you. Please be careful. I don't wish any harm to befall you either.
Anything else to say?
I do miss him so. And when he gets back, I'm going to kill him for making me worry like this.
All right, thank you.
Farewell and be careful. Kurden is not to be trusted.
Kurden is not to be trusted. Let me guess, he's going to try and make a deal with me.
A visitor, yes.
Can you spare a coin?
Ah. Right.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Is that a debuff? That flower petal looking thing in the lower right hand. I don't know what that is.
Hail.
What?
Apparently some fool tried to resurrect the Crimson Scars in Deep Scorn Hollow. The Dark Brotherhood will not like that.
Oh, seems to me that Ardeline has an admirer in Varen Vamori.
It seems a bit odd. I don't know how Ardeline feels about it.
Goodbye.
Well, I got a quest marker by overhearing that.
Ah, the prowler up.
At least the Oblivion gate outside the city is gone. Although, news from the rest of the Empire is still just as bad as ever.
Wait, I don't think that was the guy.
Approaches.
Hail.
Hello.
Afternoon.
He must
It's
be
you.
upstairs.
Hi.
Have you heard about that ghost of the...
Yeah, what do you want?
Alaron Locke.
None of your damn business. I'd tell you if I liked you. And I don't. Go ahead. Not bad. Not now, not later, not ever. My life, you're wasting your breath. Don't talk such rot. Gracious, you can't scare me. Yeah, I get it. Not now, not later, not at my life is. Oh, sure. That's cute. Yeah, I don't try to. My life, you can't scare me. All right, I get it. Maybe I know him, maybe I don't. But since you're so interested, I know something that could jar my memory.
And what's that?
I just learned that a family heirloom, the axe of Dragal, which one of my stupid relatives lost, is located on Fort Grief Island in Nibbin Bay. My informant tells me it's hidden in the main keep at the center. Don't know what's guarding it, but I'm sure you can handle it. If you go there and bring it back to me, I'll tell you exactly where Alaron is.
And if I don't return?
Then Alaron may not be coming home from his, journey for a very long time. Like permanently. Whenever you're ready, and it better be soon, I'll have a boat waiting for you to get to Fort Grief Island.
Fort Grief? Okay.
Time's wasting. He's safe. For now.
Old man that looks out into...
Are you ready to go to the boat?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fine. I have it waiting for you at the dock next to the magic shop. Now get out of my sight.
Axe of Dragal.
Yeah, it's a battle axe with the word Dragal carved into the haft. Huge. You can't miss it. I ain't gonna draw you a picture.
Okay.
Lucky I'm not making you
Heard
swim.
any news from the other
Boat by
provinces?
the magic shop.
I understand Daedra worship.
Well, here we go. A quest I can't miss, huh? I've arrived at Fort Grief. I should proceed inside the ruined keep and begin my search for the axe. Where am I? Oh. Ah. Maybe? No. Well, that's all the way around. Oh my God. Wow, wow, wow.
It appears as though Kurdan has tricked another poor soul with his axe story.
Axe of Drogal.
You haven't guessed it yet? There never was any axe of Dragal. It was just a ruse to lure you out here. I fell for the same trick. In my case, he told me if I retrieved the axe, he'd erase my debts. I was such an idiot to believe him. You're now the prey in Kurdan's insane hunt, just like I am. And here we'll most likely die.
Axe of Dragal.
Clever ruse. I wonder how many have died falling for it.
Hunt.
Kurdan doesn't make most of his money being a simple usurer. He also invented what he calls the Hunter's Run. People pay him a great deal of money to hunt and kill living human prey. No questions asked, and he takes care of the bodies. He uses the dungeons under Fort Grief as the hunting grounds. I was placed here because he knew someone would go looking for me. I'm sorry you got mixed up in all of this. I hope you can fight. It's our only chance of escaping alive.
Well, chat, you could have warned me. This is what you wanted to get me into? Okay. I have a boat nearby.
Don't bother. The door to this place is now locked. The only way to get out is by descending into the Hunter's Run and killing the hunters. One of them will have the key to the door. That's Kurdan's rules. It's the only way we can win. I wish I could help more, but I can't fight. I've never held a weapon before in my life. Please, get us out of here.
All right.
I'm not a rich man, but if we get out of here alive, I'll do what I can to reward you. Kurdan is treacherous. Be wary, friend.
I mean, what's to prevent me from climbing the tower and just hopping over? Oh, I guess the walls are too tall? I don't know. Oh, invisible wall. Ah, come on. Invisible wall, really? Ah, man. All right, I'll do the stinking hunt. Whoops. How did I do that? Oh.
Nothing to worry about. My eyes playing tricks on me. Let's get this over with.
Stole your soul. First Hunter's Run key. So now is my star fully charged? Empty. It still says empty. Why is it still empty? Empty. Empty. Is that not how I charge it? I cast the spell on him. Colonel 87th says, it's not what I had in mind. I get Skyrim and Oblivion mixed up. Wow. All of that, and I'm still not even doing the quest that you were thinking of? All right. Laura says, Ox, you can only steal human souls if you have black soul gems. Oh, so whose soul am I supposed to steal? Like a monster's? Like a demon soul or an animal soul or something? But that presupposes that animals have souls. Oh, that killed it. I've captured a soul. So animals do have souls. Still says empty. Still says empty. Petty soul. Okay. So it starts filling the gems that I'm carrying first before the star. How many souls can the star carry? So that's why you guys didn't want me to drop my other soul gems. Oh. 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 Oh, come on! Seymour Cleavage says, warning, a lesser soul can fill a grand soul gem. Is that dangerous? Is it bad when that happens? Ah. Ah! Doggone traps! Ooh, a poison trap.
Hello, who's there? Yeah!
Second hunter's run key. Hunter's Abyss. Hunter's Run key used to open the door. So if I kill these rats, am I going to waste something? I captured a soul. Oh, now they're disappearing from my inventory. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so now they're gone. But I still have Azura's Star, so that's the benefit of Azura's Star, is once it's empty, it doesn't disappear from my inventory. Okay. Oh, more gas. Ah.
Hello? Who's there? What's the matter? Getting tired? Take that!
But he wasn't human. I've defeated all of the hunters. I should search the body of the orc for the key to the keep door of Fort Grief. Ebony. Orcish. But I've got a full suit of ebony. So I don't need it. Oh, it's a maze. But I gotta get all the loot. Arthur Morgan says more difficult enemies have larger souls. Gotcha. So do they stack? Like, could I fill the star with lots of little souls? No, only one soul per gem, says chat. All right, so I should save it for large enemies. Well, that was the way I came. Oh.
Why won't you die?
Oh my gosh. Oh no, I wonder if there's a way to save him. Floyd says, hey man, new to your channel, but I love your videos. Just finished your Brotherhood of Steel Explained video, and it's so in-depth and well made. Thank you very much, Floyd Games. No!
I'm impressed that you killed all my clients. Doesn't matter. More will come along with their purses fat with gold and hearts lusting for blood. Too bad about Alaron. Didn't need him anymore now that you're here. At least now he's free of his debt.
But I won your game!
Do you really think I could afford to let you leave here? The key you found is a fake. No prey has ever left this island alive. And I aim to keep it that way. You were right about one thing, though. This is my game, and I'm changing the rules. This ends here.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic. What's the matter?
Why is my shield not working?
Getting tired?
Whoa!
Do your
That the best you can do?
Who are you? Ebony bow, 14. Ebony arrow. Wow. Curious of Anu's blessing. It's only 4 damage resist though. It's worth a lot. Greaves of Grace. It's only 2 damage resist. They're significantly worse than what I have. But they're too heavy to carry with me. The Vivid Kiwi says you can fill soul gems with creatures you summon too. Wow. Still, this is worth a lot of money. Right, I gotta go sell. Oh, really? I got the key. How do I open it? Unlock the gate room inside the Hunter's Run, and then leave Fort Grief. Inside Hunter's Run, unlock the gate room? What's the gate room? Oh. Okay, now can I fast travel? No. Well, I should have used my float spell later. Because it's ticking down. Let's go to the market. Seymour Cleavage says, souls come in petty, lesser, great, grand. The bigger the soul, the more effective the gem is. So a petty soul in a grand gem is not good. Okay, thank you, Seymour. Well, I'm encumbered, but let me see if I can find an armor merchant to sell this armor to. The best defense, that's going to be weapons. Slash and smash, that's weapons. Oh. Well, the phrase is the best defense is a great offense. But it's armor? Okay.
Evening.
Good evening.
Venivia Melissaia takes all the merchant complaints in the city.
She must hate a job. People complaining to her all day.
Laura says, Ox, you didn't notice the extra effect on that cuirass. Anu's Blessing. Fortify health on self. 25 points. Yeah, but it's so much worse than my ebony cuirass. 4 compared to 11. Despite, even with the effect, it's still not worth it.
It's true what everyone is saying. Kvatch is lost. The Daedra, they swarmed in. The town guard...
I got some armor for you.
The best defense, that's me, Morrow Rufus. Light armor, the very best. Hail, Lord Crusader.
Wow, that's expensive. Never mind.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Oh, he's only giving me 800 for it?
We'll see. You're pathetic. That's a bit excessive. I can't argue with that. I like that. A lot. Was that supposed to be a compliment? That's enough. Where'd you get that? You're pathetic. Where'd you get that? Blah, blah. I doubt you really mean that. I won't fight you. That'll get you something. You're good. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Selling items at... God. I can only... The max I can do is 81% of value.
You've got to be kidding. That's just not reasonable. A good price for... You got a great deal there.
Okay, I got rid of the heavy stuff. But I should get rid of my glass bow, too. Because now I have an ebony bow. He doesn't have the gold, Oxhorn. Is that... Oh, so the max... I see. So he only has a pool of 800, and every time I sell something, I can go no further than 800. Gotcha.
Thank you. Come again.
Imperial City.
And if you must have heavy armor, see Varnado. So heavy, so ugly. But it's your choice.
Yeah, I like heavy armor.
Take care.
Okay, let's go complete the quest.
Good to see you.
Well, what am I going to say to this poor wife?
Good afternoon.
I'm going to tell her husband's dead. And she's in the chapel. Sorry to interrupt you in the middle of church, but yeah, your husband's dead.
Something's wrong. I can tell. What's happened to Alaron?
Sorry, he's dead.
When I saw the grave look on your face, I knew something had happened to him. And what of that fetcher, Curdan?
He lives no longer.
Then Alaron's death has been avenged. I told him that the gambling would lead to this, that foolish man. But he never listened. Before you go, I have this for you. Alaron told me that if he ever got in trouble, this could be used to bail him out of jail. He'll not be needing it any longer, and I want you to have it. I'll not take no for an answer. I know you did all you could, and for that, I thank you. Now, please, go in peace. I wish to be alone.
I mean, I feel bad taking money from a widow. Oh, biography of the Wolf Queen? She gave me a book. What? Biography of the Wolf Queen. 12 pages. La, 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 la. But that increased my speechcraft.
What's new with you? I ran into a couple of mud crabs not long ago.
Okay. Well, I don't feel like doing another Oblivion Gate right now. So let's do this main quest. Miskarand. Find the great Whalekend Stone of Miskarand. Where will that be? Oh. Miskarand, between Kvatch and Skingrad. All right, let's go to the Fat Rat Camp. No, it's the Fat Ramp Camp. Hey! Hey!
You move like a...
Another glass bow. Another Oblivion Gate.
Yeah! Die, damn you! I'll hack you to pieces. Die! You'll never take me down.
Okay, Elven Curious. Nothing worth it. To Miskarand. Ooh, what is that? Now that's a big soul. Or not. It's still empty. Did I not use the right magic? Oh, I switched to heal minor wounds. Okay, let's go back to Soul Grasp. I guess that probably wouldn't have counted as a large soul anyway, huh? Well, I wonder if we'll find humans or monsters in Miskarand. Beautiful game, though. All right, so that's Miskarand. Well, well, well. I'm guessing ghosts. And what if you can steal the soul of a ghost? Because that's all a ghost is, right? A disembodied soul. Does that instantly kill a ghost? I've entered the ruins of Miskarand. Now I must find its great Welkind stone. Okay. I got a soul. Yay! Okay, so because this doesn't disappear after I use it, I still have it in my inventory. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what soul I capture. I can just continue to use it over and over again. Oh man, I can't get a headshot on this guy. But I can on him. Oh, I can't capture the soul of a zombie. Huh. Well, it's just reanimated flesh, so I guess there's no soul in a zombie. Yeah, it doesn't work. Not on a zombie, anyway. I guess that makes sense. I hear something. Oh. There they are. Weren't there two? All right, so I could go down. Let's finish this loop first. Well, that goes down as well. Oh, this just goes back into this room. I need to find a greater Welkin stone. What do these do? Do they like recharge magic or something? Lesser staff of silence. 10 pounds. Huh. This gate is also opened remotely. I guess I have to drop down. But if I do, there's no way back up. Yeah, there's no way back up. All right. I didn't get a soul from that? Huh. Maybe I wasn't close enough. Steel shield. That's 10. Yeah, but that's 13. Ah! My cigar is out of fire. Fur shield? Huh. 1. Slaughterfish. Does that open the gate? Okay, so that's where I came from. I've been here before, though. No, that's where I came from. Okay. Oh, it must have unlocked the gate on this end as well. Yep. Where those oh, they must have been killed by the skeletons. Yep, they got killed by the skeletons. Okay. Well, what's that? That must be hiding the Greater Welkin Stone. So I got to find a way to move that. Ah. Oh. Crap, 2 different ways. We came from there. Let's try this way first. Locked. Okay, let's go this way first. It would be funny if you could get a headshot on a headless zombie. But I'm sure they thought of that. Crap, I'm over encumbered. Doggone it. Oh. You'd think they would have come out with a better way of doing this than having to go through each one by one. Gotta save my Nern route. Yeah, that's everything. I saved 8 pounds. Doggone it. I wanted to steal her soul. Yeah, that was a bit ambitious. Oh, I'm out of arrows. Let's try silver. Ooh. Nice. Expert calcinator? Do I have one already? Apprentice calcinator. Okay, so I'll drop the apprentice and use the expert. Okay, cool. Is it already gone? This is a huge hassle. That barely recharged any. Crap! What am I encumbered again? Oh. Expert alembic, expert calcinator, novice retort. Oh, I don't need the retort. I have an alembic, right? Nope, I do. Yeah, the retort is different. What's weighing me down? It's these books. Biography of the Wolf Queen. Handwritten note. Mace etiquette. Varla stone, Wakeland stone. I'm gonna have a lot of scrolls, but they're all 0.1. It's gotta be all this food. And potions. Alright, I'm carrying a lot of potions. Those should all be sold. Each of these stones weighs a pound. That's another problem. Why am I looting them? I mean, they're worth 50 gold each. But they weigh a pound. God. Where are the Welkin stones? Well, there they all go. 16 pounds saved. Staircase going up. Did I already do that? I must have already done that, yeah. Okay, so that's the other way. That was to that locked door. That's gonna be my way out. Miskarand Moramath. Flower Power says, "Hi Ox, finally caught a live stream here in the UK. Hope you're keeping well and enjoying the summer heat. Stay fabulous." I will. Thank you, Flower Power. Well, there's a path down behind me. Ah. Oh. Great Wilkin Stone. I found it. That was the king! Miskarand Key. Greater Staff of Frost. 10 pounds. Ah! What? There's a staircase right there. Why were they trying to get up? Stone steps activate. Nothing happens when I activate the stone steps. Huh. I'm encumbered again. Screw it. I'm getting tired of alchemy. Well, I'm guessing that's my way out. Or maybe to some treasure, as it was very hard. Oh, it is my way out. I think. Yeah. Yeah, these are empty. All right. Well, I'll keep going up. Nuba says, I've subbed because of your Fallout 4 lore and item videos, and your Oblivion streams really help on me buying the remake. Thank you dearly, dog. You're welcome, my friend. Having a blast with this remake. Well, I've been here. Yeah, there's the stones I dropped. Guess I gotta wind my way all the way out of here. So I was wrong. This isn't a chest that can open? Oh. This cage is raised remotely. Varla stone. No idea. I went the wrong way. Save, says chat. Okay, Seymour. Okay. Well, guess we gotta go back. I'm shocked we haven't had a single crash. Like, I was having so many problems earlier today. I'm just, thanking my lucky stars that we haven't had a single crash. I mean, watch me jinx it, but still, this has been pretty good.
With all due respect, sire, there must be
Good
another
evening,
way.
sir.
The risk is too great.
I know the risk. I was at Kvatch. But there is no other way. We have no choice.
The Countess will never agree to it.
She will. She must.
Very well. The blades are, as always, at your disposal.
You're back. And you've got the Great Stone.
I said I'd get it.
You did. I can count on you. I never thought to see a great Welkin stone. As beautiful as all the old tales tell. But of course its beauty is a mask for its deadly power, like everything crafted by the Aelids. Now, we need only one more item, and we'll be ready to open a portal to Manka Cameron's realm.
What's the last item we need?
I should have seen it sooner. It's the counterpart to the Great Welkin Stone, just as the first two were the opposed powers of the Daedra and the Divines. Welkin stones contain the concentrated power of Mundus. Their counterparts are sigil stones, which are used to hold open Oblivion gates. A great sigil stone, then, is what we require.
Oh, okay, a great sigil stone. What's the catch?
You're not going to like it. Joffrey doesn't like it. The Countess of Bruma certainly isn't going to like it. Great sigil stones are the anchors of great gates. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn opened at Kvatch. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn wants to open here to destroy Bruma.
So, we let them open the gate?
I said you weren't going to like it. The risk is great, I know. I was at Kvatch. I saw the terrible power of the Daedric siege engine. But we have no choice. The only way to recover the Amulet of Kings is to allow the Mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to attack Bruma.
Oh, great. At least you'll be safe here.
No. I'll lead the defense of Bruma myself. If I am to be Emperor, it's time I started acting like one.
Well, you can't be Emperor if you're dead. It's too risky. I'll lead the battle.
Remember when we first met in Kvatch? I told you that I didn't want any part of the God's plan. I still don't know if there is a divine plan, but I've come to realize that it doesn't matter. What matters is that we act, that we do what's right when confronted with evil. That's what you did at Kvatch. It wasn't the gods that saved us, it was you. Were you acting for the gods? I don't know. But now, it's my turn to act.
As you command.
Please, my friend. I need your judgment, not your obedience. I explain myself to you so you understand me, and so you can explain to the Countess. I'm afraid she may take a bit more convincing than you.
I'll inform the Countess at once.
Good. Have her meet me in the Chapel of Talos for a council of war. That seems a fitting place to make such desperate plans.
Okay. What? Okay, so there's the Great Welkin Stone. What's that? Nothing happens if I activate it. Why is my mana so low? It's not recharging. Okay, my inventory is at 326. What am I holding that's just bogging me down? It's all these potions. Well, I got rid of all of my dwarf arrows. Now I'm going through my collection of silver arrows. Right, let's go sell potions.
Sir?
Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay, I always forget this alchemist who buys things from me. What was the alchemist? His defense. The Gilded Carafe, wasn't it?
Hello again. You're more than welcome here. I have everything for the budding alchemist under one roof.
I gotta sell.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Make me a better offer. Make me a better offer.
Yay! Chameleon on self, but also burden on self?
That's more... An excellent...
She has 1,200 to barter with. If only I could have sold my armor to her. Detect life. What's the point of detect life?
You drive a hard bargain.
I'm gonna keep my fortify health, disease, paralysis, poison, healing, invisibility. I'll give her sorcery. C. Resist disease. That's 0 pounds. Will I need resist disease? Probably not. Okay, I got a lot of health potions. I'll keep those. Poison of separation. What? I don't need that.
You got a great deal there.
Potion of fortitude.
An excellent bargain.
Oh, that restores endurance. Oh my god. Okay, I'll keep that. Keep that. Keep water breathing. Resist poison. I'll keep it. Right. I could sell all my ingredients. I'm tired of alchemy. It just weighs me down.
That seems a fair price. An excellent... That's a fair...
I'll keep my Nern root, though. I need that.
You've made a...
I'm gonna keep my shepherd's pie for if I get bitten by a vampire. Okay.
Come back and see me again. Bye.
288. Not bad. I've got some silver and gems and stuff. Flawed, flawless.
What is it now?
Go ahead, please. What can I interest you in?
Go ahead, please.
A good price for a good cut. That's more than...
I've got a bouquet of flowers. It weighs 0 though, so. Right.
Come back and see me again. Good day.
Okay. Let's go work on our repair skill. No. Whoops. There we go. repair hammer? Where are my repair hammer? Where are they? Where's my repair hammer? There we go. Why is it up here? Yeah. Okay. Castle Bruma. Oh, I've got an up. Oh, shoot. I should have slept while I was there. Hey, bird. He'd better not be a bard. If he was a bard, that'd be awful. Imagine. Bird the Bard.
Greetings. What news from Cloud Ruler Temple?
Well, let's do some other stuff first. Bruma.
Some see only the conflicts between northern and southern cultures, but I see the way they are stronger when woven together.
Oh. Chancellor Akato.
He served Emperor Uriel for many years, and so far he has done well in an impossible situation.
Rumors?
Andel Indaris may or may not have killed his wife, and it may or may not have been an accident. And I doubt we'll ever know for sure.
Oh, what's that all about? All right, battle plans.
A desperate plan indeed. This prince? Emperor? Martin would risk my whole city to gain a great sigil stone?
We must recover the amulet.
This is the only way to stop this invasion from Oblivion? I must confess, you are the first person to speak of victory against these Daedra. This war has seemed hopeless to me. But what else was there to do but hold on and wait for a hero to arise to save us? And now it seems there is an heir to the throne after all, hidden at Cloud Ruler Temple. And perhaps a hero as well?
Martin waits at the chapel.
You avoid answering my question. Very well. Don't think I doubt you. The rulers of Bruma have long had dealings with Cloud Ruler Temple. We know whom they serve. I will meet Martin at the chapel. When all is ready, I will order my men to stop closing the gates and prepare for battle.
Okay. Guess I gotta follow her to the chapel.
What is it?
Well, I guess we're all going over there. Lennon? Is that you? Looks like Lennon.
Your Highness, I am Nerina Carvain, Countess of Bruma, at your service.
There is no need for any formality at this time. I am not Emperor yet, and I am quite new to this notion of being heir to the throne. Thank you for coming. I know I am asking for a great deal of trust, but this is the only way. I would not suggest it otherwise.
Your champion has already explained the situation to me. I have agreed to it. We will not win this war through caution.
You have a rare gift to know when desperation is the path of wisdom. I will do everything in my power to defend your city, my lady.
If Bruma falls, the Empire falls with us. So be it.
Okay, that was easy. Right,
When you're ready for battle, the Countess will order her men to stop closing the gates outside the city.
Daedric magic.
As a young man, I grew impatient with Mages Guild restrictions, as did many of my fellow apprentices. We threw ourselves into the riddles of Daedric magic. We hungered for forbidden secrets. Knowledge and power were our gods. You can guess the rest. We got in over our heads. People died. My friends died. I've put those days behind me. But the bitter wisdom that one has been a fool is not without value.
Battle plans.
We must allow the Mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to open 3 lesser gates outside Bruma. According to the plans you captured from those spies, they need 3 lesser gates open before they can open a Great Gate. The Great Gate will allow them to bring out the siege machine to blast the walls of Bruma, just like at Kavach. But it's our only hope to get the great Sigil stone we need to complete the ritual. You'll have to act swiftly when the Great Gate opens. Farewell, my friend.
Some help is better than nothing. But my militia are farmers and shopkeepers, not soldiers. I would recommend delaying until more help can arrive.
Oh, I see. They want me to complete that secondary quest to get more help. I will get more allies.
Thank you. I know that delay is dangerous, but it is all for naught if we lose the battle before you can recover the great Sigil stone.
True. All right, well, then that means allies for Bruma. But I don't think I have time for another Oblivion Gate. I mean, maybe... Oh, whoops. Okay, well, there's the other gate at Leowin. Let's go level up. Okay, level 18. There we go. no. There's our first crash. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. Still, we got a good, 2.5, 3 hours in. 2.5 hours. Let me see if I can launch it again. And if I can, maybe we'll do one more gate. Huh? Uncle Matt says, "Hi Ox, miss your live streams." Thanks, Uncle Matt. You made it in time. Oh, I gotta do this again. Do I? No, I don't. That's after my level up. Okay. Ah, another Oblivion gate. And this is a main gate too, right? Didn't work. Or maybe I've got another soul gem. No. Why is my mana magicka? Why is my magicka not stunted magicka? It's a disease, astral vapors. Oh. Okay, disease cure. Resist disease, cure disease. There we go. Ha! Okay, that had a soul, finally. Finally, something with a soul. But it went into my lesser soul gem. There we go. It's empty. I guess I can't capture souls from them. I wish I knew what I could capture souls from. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Nope, not going that way. I bet he's got a soul. Well, too late. Already killed him. I'm about dead. There we go. That didn't count as a soul? Oh, man. Lame. Grand Soul Gem. It's empty. I looted an empty Grand Soul Gem. Orcus shield, that's 12. I think my ebony shield is still better than that. Yeah, 13. Oh no. There we go. Oblivion Cave. Ebony boots. Glass arrow. Wow. Longsword of flames. 13 damage plus fire damage on strike. 36 pounds though. My God. $14 damage. It's better. Open average lock tome. Yep. Got a spell. Is this a dead end? I think this is a dead end. Crap. He got stuck in the ceiling. All right, it doesn't work on them either. Crap! Oh. Up or down? Well, I'm guessing up. Yeah. Aha! Gotta get up there. Holy crap, I got ganged up on. I'm done. Autosave. I want to at least get inside. Oh, I'm right at the beginning again? Oh, crap. Well, crap. I don't want to do this again right now. So I'm going to hard save here. And we'll pick up right here where we leave off next week. Same Ox time, same Ox channel for more Oblivion Remastered. As long as you guys are interested, I'll keep on playing. Thanks again for all of your advice and for watching and all of your super chats and all of your comments. I appreciate it so much. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all again very soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye now.